it time to come clean? Is it time to stop all the bull and start talking? Is it justified to actually squeal and not defend the honour of some people that have done wrong? Or you might think of something different, something in slang terms of, if he took the food, he deserves the bun. Did Jay steal the food or the watch? You decide. And come on in, grab that drink, grab something illegal if you want to. It's up to you, it's your life. And welcome to Aldon's Reviews and True Crime. So we've had some new witnesses. We've got two that are known. We've got other ones in the background as well. Something that I know about as well. I don't want to put it out there because it's not going to seem right, because it might be incorrect. But I'm pretty sure of the other witnesses. They want to come forward. They want to talk. That Snapchat about the watch, and we're saying that the watch, the Rolex, was known to be a bag of drugs, or was it a watch? They're saying now it's a watch, and Jay had a picture of a watch. All his friends, a lot of people received that Snapchat. A lot of people kept quiet. Now there are one or two that want to talk. They know what happened. Other people know what happened. There is a pact, isn't there? An agreement that you keep quiet. You don't squeal. Remember, it was the mafia that invented the words rat, squealer, stool pigeon, various words. Then all around the world they adopted it. It was probably before the mafia, to be honest, but the mafia are the worst, because the mafia, most of the mafia on the New York side, it went down, didn't it, because of squealers. Because, I want you to be honest. Be honest. Can't talk about it on social media and squeal on social media, but if you were, I've said this before, if you were in front of a detective, had the power to put you away for life, and he said, what I do, I want the guy above you, or girl, I won't say non-binary because I don't agree with that, but that's another matter, girl, boy, different story. Am I deviating? If you were faced with being in a dock and the detective said to you, I'll give you life, or you squeal, you let me know about this person above you who treated you badly, you didn't want to squeal, what would you do? Put it down in the comments. You're anonymous, you're okay. I'm not, if I say. But I'm thinking, cogs are turning. So is it time? Because we will probably forgive you. Because it's other people, isn't it? Other people that their honour isn't worth defending. And in the John George case, people know something there. They're wondering whether to stand up for what they think is right. It's on their conscience. It's on your conscience as well. Put down in the comments if you think that somebody steals something and breaks a contract, a misdemeanor contract that you know you're entering into. Should you deserve a punishment? I'm not saying necessarily death, but that's something you probably know. When you're dealing with certain things and certain people, you're going to die, and that is one of the things that you sign up to as such. Is it in this case? Is it in this case? Was it in the John George case? I think put down in the comments. You can put down a name and then put that down. They're connected, Brett Dryden, any case like that. What do we think? Let's move forward to the Jay Slater case. Do I believe? I'm entitled to opinion. Do I believe? And you're entitled to yours. The accident group, You're entitled to that opinion. In my opinion, he was compos mentis with the 2 bottles Hennessy video. He was compos mentis. He had a lot in his system, apparently so, which he was flopping around. We pretend we're more drunk than we are, don't we? We flop around, whether that was the case in the nightclub. But he began to recover. He recovered. He was walking up the hill, down the hill. We don't know because of Philia. We've heard so many different stories. Well, at least 3. One that she was driving the car and she saw him. The next that he knocked on the garage door and she opened and she answered him in pidgin English about the questions at the bus stop, saying every 10 minutes or 10 o'clock, whatever she said. And then it said the husband was there and he spoke to Jay, and he was the only one that spoke to Jay, and he had more pidgin English than she did, and he was explaining bus times. Anyway, it's compos mentis apparently, and he wasn't there all over the place. They would have said so, wouldn't they? They would have known that they were talking to someone who was, you know, completely gone and wandering up the hill like a zombie. No. He went up that hill, in my view, because he'd had messages. This is something I've heard and I don't want to really put it out there, but he had messages. I'll just say it's my view for now, then I'll just say alleged. He was being followed, or said that they were after him. They might not have been, but he was told he was a bit worried and afraid when he left the Airbnb because he thought they were coming up. It was obvious there's a road coming up the mountain. You're not going to walk down that road, are you? If they're coming up, you're going to walk up. So he walked up. So he's going to walk up. The idea was walk up and catch a bus back down, and then you can kind of slow down, can't you? Window there, whatever. That was the idea. That's why he walked up. Why he walked off-road, I don't know. I don't think he did. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. But the friends know more. They don't know everything. They certainly don't know everything. But they know more than they're letting on. Lucy knows more. Brandon. Quiet Brandon knows more. Brad knows more. We picked that up with the body language as well in the interviews. We picked all this up to start with. Even in the text and the GoFundMe and everything else, we picked all this up before that. We don't want to talk about that because that's been spoke about 1,000 times, probably more than 1,000 actually in this case. So what do you think? That's my theory. That's why he walked up. There's no other reason. He was afraid of something coming up, down. He walked. That's why he went up. Because he'd already driven up, and we know he was awake. Rocky was asleep. Abe was driving. Jay was awake, coming up. He came up that way from the direction of the club. The strip, his apartment. So that was why. It's a pretty simple one, isn't it? If I was being, let's say I was a bit younger, maybe I was a bit harder then, a bit reckless in the mind. Would I walk down? I wouldn't walk down into a car coming up. I might walk down and off-road. I don't know, but you still don't know when that car's coming up that road that is it 25 miles long? Winds its way around. So would I walk up and catch the bus? Damn right I would. Would I stay in the Airbnb? No, because they're coming to get me. Whoever is coming to get me to get, was it the watch? Was on his wrist. They're coming to get. I think Adam Rocky would have handled them, to be honest, you know. But Joe didn't know that, did he? Well, Rocky was asleep. Perhaps he didn't want to involve them. Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps they didn't steal the watch. Perhaps that's a bit hazy. Perhaps Jay did do something wrong. They were helping him out. Come up with us. We'll protect you. That's right. Come up. You'll be safe, sort of thing. Not saying that, so I'm not saying that you had anything to do with it, Rocky, but you need to. You said yourself, Ed, that you were protecting someone else, and it's none of your business. The other business, what they were doing. You said that, but this time maybe to just reveal it a bit because it's sort of dripping out. So you need to reveal that bit that you know about other people. It won't necessarily incriminate them, will they? Unless you do know who was directly involved in the accident, murder. Or am I talking absolute rubbish? That's for you to decide. That's right, you're anonymous. You can put that down. I might be. But I get a feel of... That was pretty damning, that witness coming out and saying that he knew Rocky folded in that video. Ahab wouldn't have done, he wouldn't have folded. He can think on his feet, more of a salesy type guy, no offence, Rocky, but yeah, difficult. I've seen this a few times when people have been not questioned but interrogated. I've seen this a few times. The hardest people around, physically, but mentally they're too nice, really, in a way. They're too nice. I suppose I'm the same in some ways, and you kind of can't handle that too well. You can't front up that well. So what do we know already? We know Rocky doesn't like to reveal, is a bit hidden as such, but I'm not saying there's anything wrong in that at all, really. Hidden, wasn't interviewed, apparently Brandon wasn't interviewed. If people hide certain things, are they hiding other things? Stephen Rokas, or Rokas, was his real name, apparently, Rocky's real name. Titled not to give your name, that's fine. A lot of people do it on here. They're anonymous, aren't they? But it's just the history of it, the future of it, the history of it. Hiding something, what else would you hide? A lot of things I might be hiding. And so people probably looking and saying, what do you know about criminal activity? I've seen Breaking Bad. I know the Temptations. They were drug dealers, ex-drug dealers that went over to Tenerife. Nothing bad about that, really. Well, there is and there isn't. No big deal. No big deal. You've done something wrong. Ooh. Some of us might have done something wrong. Not everybody knows what prison is like. People who you would least think have gone to prison have gone to prison. People who you would least think of killing other people have killed other people. Something might be justified within the war word. Other situations it might have been on the quiet. I'm deviating again, sorry about that, but put down in the comments what you think of all this nonsense, and should we just have a no bull policy within social media, within a certain agreement, all the other platforms, TikTok as well. I've got over 10, I've got nearly 10,000 followers. I don't know how, I don't go on TikTok much, I just preview these videos, but I am going to get some help with an agency. Said they're going to give me some help. They want me to do something or other, or I come on other people's lives. No, but I think you just push buttons, don't you? You come up and they decide whether they want you on talking. But I just like to listen in. Sometimes they're quite interesting. I need to do a bit more than that and go across the platforms on social media, see what's available. Is that you? What's it called? What's that one where it's a new one where you pay and it's like a TV show but you get more for your buck? Whereas YouTube $12.99. Come on guys, YouTube, bit steep, $12.99 just not to get a show of adverts and to play your video over the top of when you're checking your emails or something. Bit much, yeah. Lessen the gap a bit, yeah. Make it about $6.99. Perhaps. But there we go. Let's wait to see if we get any more truth and not all the rubbish coming out. Just get to the truth of what happened on the surrounds of this accident or murder. and we'll find out what happened. Black and white, simple, isn't it? Really easy. Should be. So, come on. Come on. It's not squealing as such within this case. We've got an agreement. Let's do a little bit of talking. Not saying it's you. You're not incriminating yourself. Other people you're not incriminating, are you? You're just talking about what happened in reality that led to the accident, you know, him walking off the ravine. So nobody did anything wrong. It was just the process of what happened before that. What caused this walk away that never happened. That car went up, found him, gone. Put the body in the car, then decided what to do. Panic. And they had to do something. So they put the body at the bottom of that ravine. Somebody did. When would you do it? Put down in the comments. Cover of darkness. How would you disguise it? Quad bike? Something like that? Underneath. Covered up. Package, do it in the daytime then, can you really? Phones. Remember it was thrown in the bush. Could only be thrown. He had two as well. One burner phone. Who knows? You know. So come on. Let's talk. Anyway. Enough, let's lighten the mood a little bit if we can. Just tell us about your day, your weekend, what you're involved in, what's coming up, something exciting for the rest of the weekend, or you might have the week off, you might have your whole life off. Who knows what your situation is. But always look on the light side, and when you lay your head down tonight, remember as always, don't have any nasty dreams. And I thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it does help. I spend more money on microphones than people spend on hot dinners, really, a mic, you know. Hope this one's alright. I have to make this video again because this one started to buzz again. I don't know, I think it was a loose cable. But there we go. Let's get on. And please, please subscribe. It does help. The editing can take hours sometimes. Long process. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.